Hello, you guys. Happy Wednesday from your kind of hot, kind of healthy gang. We are recording on a Monday, and Monday vibes are hit or miss. But let me tell you,
Yeah.
I had a good breakfast. I have some pomegranate juice. Can't see it. Pomegranate juice. I mix it
Love.
with sparkling water. It's the
Love.
best. It's refreshing. It's delicious.
I thought you said refreshing.
Refresh. I did. Refreshing. Refreshing.
Gotcha, gotcha.
But I do love it. But I have a question.
Yeah.
So I always see people like kind of going back and forth. This is so random, but I do need your guys' feedback in the comments. Do we use a straw or do we not? Because like people will be like, oh, if you're having an iced coffee, oh, don't use a straw because then you'll like get like wrinkles around your lips. And then it's like, well, then if you don't use a straw, your teeth get stained. And like I personally don't think about either. Like I use a straw in my big water bottle because it has a straw and I'm not gonna like drink it like this. Like that's just a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah.
And I just like a straw. Like I just kind of like to
Yeah.
bite on a straw. But if I get my
Yeah.
iced coffee from this place by us, it's crazy that we never went. I don't know
Every
why.
single time you're like, we need to go. We
I know
never
it's
go.
so bizarre. So we will. That's I feel like we just pack ourselves so busy, but it's also just well, you also wake up early and have coffee. So then think I forget. But we have to, geez, have to write down, go to a coffee place. Like, it's so ridiculous. But we do. But there,
Yeah,
I get their
we
cold
do.
foam. And when you get the cold foam, they put a cover on it that you drink out of. Like, it's not a straw. So you drink the
Yes,
cold.
I've
You know
seen
what I
that.
mean?
What is cold foam?
I don't know. I think it's like cream or something that they just like whip up and
Mm.
it's so fucking good though. Especially theirs. It tastes like thicker. Like I'm not really carried about the
Oh,
calories and like I don't, you know what I mean? Like I don't
no,
get it every
sounds so
day.
good.
It's a good time. It's a little
Yeah.
treat. But yeah, I like don't ever think about like the wrinkles and or staining your teeth because I'm like, okay, like if you feel like your teeth are stained, just like do a little like
Yeah.
either at home teeth whitening thing. Like I have a thing where you put these trays in and it has gel and you do like a blue light. Love that.
Mm-hmm.
So easy. Or just
Mm-hmm.
like get some like filler or something or injectors if you think you have wrinkles. Like I don't know, like do
Oh,
we
it was like filler injectors for whitening.
do we have to be like so crazy about like what we think about like daily? Like I just want to use my straw. Like I remember somebody like sliding in my DMs like you you're gonna get the straw lines. I'm like, okay, and like
I've thought about this topic so much as of late, where it's just like I saw some older mature female. She was talking about she saw and she was like she had such a cool, you know me, I love when people are like totally themselves. Such a cool wardrobe on. Like she just looks so funky and cool. And she said, I saw a video of this woman and she said, I'm 30 and I've never had Botox. And this is what I look like. And she goes, and I started laughing as if like it's
30.
yes, yes. And she was like, I wish I saved the video, but she says like I
Does she
started
have like long kind of gray hair?
I honestly cannot remember. I just remember she had a lot going on.
The woman. I feel like
Yeah,
if I'm thinking of the same person or there's somebody else like her, but I
yeah.
also so I get the vibe. Okay.
Yeah, and she was saying like as like basically it's like that's like a something to be super proud of when in reality it's just like the beauty industry is just constantly like fix this fix that and we are just so susceptible to that. I'm very susceptible to that and I feel like even just doing like my routine for like upkeep general health, I'm like god damn, this is like a part-time job. Like I sometimes don't, I feel like I have more things to worry about, like beauty standards, this like upkeep that, and I'm like I can't do it all. Like I'm just trying to stay alive and
Hmm.
feel healthy and feel good. And that's not even to say like all the health things that I have, and I don't like to say all the health things. I feel like that's just telling myself I have all these things wrong with me when I don't. But, there are things I'm concerned about, obviously, having been sick before. But it's just like sometimes I'm like, I feel like for us, just like, can we live for God's sakes? Like, everything is like, don't do this because it does that. Do this instead. Like, focus on that. Like, work on, like, it's just like, God damn.
Right. And I'm more of like a do it And then if you want to fix it. Like,
Hmm.
live your life. And like also
Hmm.
it's on the other side of this is so shady, but there will be like those like women, they'll be like, I'm 35 and I've never had filler. I don't have a 20-step skincare routine. And then the comments will be like, it shows, baby. It shows. Like the woman thinks it's a flex, which like it's so mean, but like you put yourself out there, you open yourself
It,
up for criticism.
yes.
And like I'm sorry, yeah, I remember this one distinct video. I think she was like 32 and she's like, you'll never guess my age. Like I don't use filler, blah, blah, blah. And then at the end it was like 32 and people were like, honey, I thought you were about to say like 40 or 50, which, age
Right.
however you want. Again, yeah, I personally am like, I'm not gonna go out of my way to avoid like a wrinkle or whatever. Like I do gotta do the skincare, gotta do the sunscreen. Number one, because like
Yeah, like
I don't want bad skin and like possible like
yes.
melanomas, but I also just don't
Yes.
wanna feel like my skin is dull. Like that is part health,
Yeah.
part vanity. But I'm also like, yeah, again, like if I don't want to use a straw because I just don't want to use a straw, I'm not going to be like, oh, my teeth are going to stain. And then if I use a
Yeah.
straw to avoid the teeth staining, oh, then I'm going to get wrinkles. It's like, oh my God, like just you can fix it later. Like you can, if you are feeling
Yeah.
insecure about it, fix it later, but like just live your life, baby.
Yeah, like I'm not saying I'm like I don't do anything. Like
Yeah.
I'm red lighting, I'm sunscreening. They just had some studies come out that were showing that people that consistently wear sunscreen, their skin is like reversing in age with consistent use. And I was like, yes, because
Yeah, I mean,
literally,
probably like the sun is
yeah,
fucking harsh, man.
I wear sunscreen every single day. 365, baby.
You should
Winter, it's
wear it in
on.
front of your computer, wear it in front of
You work inside, I don't
anywhere.
care,
Yeah,
wear it.
you need it. You do. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it just like feels, my face feels incomplete if I don't have it. Like it would feel like if I didn't put moisturizer on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
Like
switched to Ulta MD, their tinted sunscreen, and it's like thicker. I love that it's tinted. I don't wear
it's an
foundation.
Ulta
Like,
brand. What'd you
no,
say?
no. Elta MD, Ulta MD.
Oh,
No, I gotta look it
I
up.
have no
Oh
idea.
no, I
Yeah.
can. Let's
Yeah,
see.
I love a thick moisturizer and a thick sunscreen, but
Elta.
some days I really need that lightweight because it do be humid.
Oh yeah, Elta MD.
Ulta, okay, okay. I was like,
Elta
what?
MD. Yeah, it's their tinted one. Love it. Love
Love that.
it.
Love
And it
that.
gives me that base because like I'm not messing around with foundation. We know that. Love it.
That's so funny to me. Yeah, who was it the other day? Someone was like, whoever I was with, they were like, oh, I only have tinted moisturizer on. Like, is that enough? And like, if I, like, it's so funny. Like, if I wear, like, when I wear makeup, which is like probably 50% of the time, I like do a full beat. Like,
Hmm.
I don't know how to just like do a tinted moisturizer or whatever. Like, to me, if I'm just doing my
Yeah.
tinted moisturizer, that's just like,
You're at home.
that's the daily routine. Yeah. Like, cause I'll just
Yeah.
buy, a moisturizer that's got a little tint in it because your girl is pale. Like, if we put our arms together, you'd be like, you are sick. Like, it's tragic. But
You're the skin of a killer.
I have the skin of a killer, Bella. I do. Except I don't sparkle like that. I would die for a Twilight movie marathon right now. Just would die.
Oh, it's like rainy and gloomy. It's the perfect weather to
Oh.
watch Twilight.
Oh my God, I'm dead. Okay, so we need to know in the comments, are you team straw to prevent lip staining? Are you
Hmm.
team no straw to
Hmm.
prevent wrinkles on your lips? Or do you not give a fuck and you'll deal with it later? I'm do not give a fuck and I'll deal with it later. Like if I start to see like a problem area, I'll deal with it later.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's so much. Yeah, put drop which team you're on. But there's so much like evidence and showing with like working with fascia, like gua shawing, like massaging your skin. Like it all comes out in the wash. It all
Yeah.
comes out in the wash, guys. So
Mm.
it's the
So
skin
that's
prep.
that. Skin prep. Yeah. I swear I
Skin
started
prep.
using like anti-aging stuff at like 19 and that actually makes a difference. It does because your skin
Yeah.
has to like it's actually it's proven. Tea. Okay. I want to get into a couple this week in pops. Before that, do you have like a weekend roundup, a weekend summary, anything that you want to share? I don't know.
Oh.
I have no stories that are on the agenda as of yet, but I will say this was my third week in a row driving down to Boston. And so,
Oh.
but I made James drive because I was like, girl, I am dead. But it was fine. I could not sleep in the car though, but I relaxed. You close your eyes, just chill.
Rest my eyes.
Yes, right. Just resting my eyes.
Um, yes, I had many of things occur. I had two crash outs. One you were present for. I realize I am doing something I said I would never do, like try to like do so many things at once, especially like before like we have a work thing, like
Mm,
podcasting or this and that. And then I like show up with like frantic, disheveled energy, and
mm.
I'm like, bitch, stop. So
Yeah.
that was crash out number one because I don't want to like I was listening to this guy who was talking he talks about like spirituality, a bunch of different stuff, and he was saying he um was hanging out with this really good yoga teacher and they were going to her class, and he said they were hanging out and then she was, oh my god, class starts soon, we gotta go. And he said they were like running to like
Oh,
go to teach her class, like frantic, like
yeah.
and he's like, and it just occurred to me like she was going into the class with all this like frantic energy and like and then like had to be all
Yeah.
peaceful, and he's like, if she would have given herself a little more time, she could have entered the class with much more zen energy and been more. And I was like, I just did
Hmm.
that like 10 times. So that was like my first crash out of the weekend. Second crash out was where I had scheduled such a freaking crazy day because sometimes with dog sitting, I don't leave the house a lot when I'm dog sitting because number one, like I'm not leaving the animals alone for more than a couple hours. I think that's rude in my opinion. Two, like they need to go pee, and some of my clients, like they don't want me to like leave more than like 2 hours, and totally honor that. So like I'm never like really gone when I'm dog sitting, unless I go like somewhere like local coffee shop or something. But so I tend to pack my weekends when I am home. So this past weekend I was home after I was
Mm-hmm.
gone for a bit, and I had scheduled this yoga class to try. I'm like, oh, it'd be so fun if I hit a local coffee shop before I go. And then I'm like, oh, well, I have a black tie event. I need a dress. And I've been talking to this boutique place about getting a dress from them and working with them. And then I was like, oh, well, I'm going to be home. This photographer wanted to do a photo shoot with me. Now it's all happening on the same day. And I didn't have my outfits picked for the photo shoot.
Mm. Yeah.
And Ali, you were like, can't like you don't cancel only this, work on like, and so like I was crashing out that morning. I was like, oh my god, how am I gonna do it all? Like I was like, what am I doing to myself? Like,
Yeah.
why am I trying to squeeze? And then I can't, I was thinking about the next thing every
Right.
single time. Now we got through everything, we made it through, like we got through the day, and I said, mark my words, we're never doing that again. I'm never
Yeah.
trying to like squeeze as most out of it. It's like I don't know who taught me that, myself. It's just like how we did when we were growing up, just like squeeze everything out of everything. Like it's very
Yeah.
scarcity mindset. Like,
Mm.
and I was just like, I like could not enjoy anything because I was like thinking about the next thing, thinking about the work. I was like, I went to bed Friday night early, but I was stressed about Saturday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that was my second crash out. Third crash out was like about the photo shoot. Photo shoot ended up going really well, but I realized modeling is fucking hard. I I need to take classes. Like I need to. There's like a person that's like a coach to help entrepreneur woman, just like whether they're doing photos for their brand or collabs, things like that. I might take that course just so I have like a better idea. But it
Mm-hmm.
was very different from when Sam takes pictures of me to like being in like a studio. I
Yeah.
like froze, and like I have only met that person, the photographer, one other time. If they're out by the time this comes out, I'll put it in the show notes. But it was hard. It was hard.
Mm-hmm.
So I learned have the poses ready to go, like so like prepare. Make sure my hair is cut before because my hair was just too long, and I washed it the day of. We're not doing that again because then it was poofy. Makeup, hair and makeup done. What did I say? Poses, hair and makeup, stylists. Yeah, I think those three things are really important. And then I would have felt more prepared. But it was a good
Mm.
learning experience. Like it was hard. I didn't get loose until like an hour in. And by
Mm.
then I was starting to fade. Then I was starting to
Yeah, because
fade.
that's a
Like
lot.
it was a lot. It was a lot. But it was a really cool experience. I'm like really grateful that like he even wanted to do that for me for free.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Mm-hmm.
six studio, I mean studio time, photographer time, editing, like that's a lot to me. Like I was
Mm-hmm.
like, this is awesome. So I'm gonna say yes, why not? And it was just really cool. So that was my weekend. Lots of things. Found a really freaking hot red dress you saw that I might be wearing for the
Yeah.
gala. Um, yeah, that was my weekend.
When do you know what you're gonna wear? Because like it's coming up rather
Well,
quickly.
it is. Here's the thing. Yeah, I know it's very quickly. I have three people I'm potentially working with.
You gotta iron out the details.
One, I have yet to know if they even ordered anything for it. I sent out what I want to try on. They're in
Mm-hmm.
Florida, so I don't even know if they've been ordered. So
Okay.
that's like that one's like really like don't know anything.
Probably not gonna
Um,
happen.
I'm assuming it's probably not because when I asked, she goes, "Oh, we didn't order them yet." I'm like, "Great,
Cool. Cool, 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 cool.
cool, cool, yeah." So that's one. Two is the boutique. We know which dress it is. I need to send a
Mm-hmm.
proposal.
Yep.
So we need to iron out the details. And if she accepts that, baby, we're going with that.
We're
I might
going.
get the black
Yes.
dress too, because it was only $75.
I don't think you sent a black dress.
Oh, maybe I didn't. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, I don't
Um,
think so, but I'm
it's so
interested.
different. And like I kind of don't mind. I'll send it to you right now. I
Yeah.
kind of don't mind having that just in the my closet because
Mm-hmm.
I have that one black dress and it's like long. And then this will be like a shorter black dress. And then the other black dress I have is like a fun summer black dress. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
this is long too now that I think about it. Yeah. If it was shorter, maybe. But this one's cute too.
Oh, I like that.
I know. It's only $75.
Oh, that's not bad.
No, that's like nothing.
Huh.
We'll put it up here so you guys can see, of course. So I need to iron out the details what that collab would look like.
Mm-hmm.
But I would love to work with her and work with her long term because they want to be more on social media, but they're a
Right.
luxury boutique. So like it would be a really good fit for me. And like she was great. They work with a lot of women and very woman forward. So I was like fab. So got to iron out the details. And then the third one with the other brand, fashion brand I was thinking about working with, I still the details have not been ironed out. That would be tailor made. I don't know how we're going to get a turnaround this quickly. Like we're
Mm.
we're looking at one full week to basically 2 3/4 of a week to get this done. I don't think it's going to happen. So I'm thinking I'm going to go with that dress because how am I going to get something
Yeah.
tailor made for me? The contract hasn't even been reviewed yet. Like
Right.
I don't think it's going to happen. And
Yeah,
I would
that's
have to schedule with my
stressful.
yeah, and my friend photographer, other friend photographer is going to do all the pictures for me. How and she lives farther outside of Pittsburgh, but how are we going to schedule all that? Like to do all like the tailoring experience. It's just like that I think is not going to make it. So I think we're going to go
Yeah.
with the dress.
Yeah, the red dress. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like just another reminder of like like don't push the things that are going to just stress you out
Yeah.
because like trying to, if you were putting all of your eggs in one basket, then it would be like, oh my God, then nothing's happening with this. This place isn't getting back. Haven't done my measurements. Like that's a lot of stress for something that's supposed to be like fun for both parties, something that's supposed to be
Yeah.
um like exposure for both parties. Like it's not supposed to like it
Yeah.
doesn't have to be this like stressful, chaotic thing.
Yeah, I think it will be a lot more relaxed if we're not like like trying to
Yeah.
yeah. So I'm gonna say we're probably going with the dress, which I'm so glad because I almost canceled that appointment. Really glad I didn't because that came into fruition. So
Well,
yeah.
then you like wouldn't have anything to wear.
Oh, I know. I would literally be SOL. So
You'd be like, well, I can't go because I have nothing to
yeah.
wear. Oh my God.
Yeah, so the next order of business is getting that contract out or agreement. And then we're going to try to find hair and makeup to collab with us because she's coming with me. And the exposure and get hair and makeup done. Like that would be super fun.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I love that. Do you have like local places you're like looking at?
I have one. I don't know if she does hair though, so I would love if they did hair and makeup, but I'm gonna ask her who she knows. I'm just like gonna ask people, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, like word of mouth. Maybe the dress place also like has like maybe a list of like vendors as well.
Oh, smart.
Yeah.
Always thinking. She's always thinking.
Gotta be, gotta be. The brain is never off. Yeah, I have no weekend updates that are applicable. Um, However, pop culture had a weekend.
Yes.
So this week in pop, we have a lot of different topics, and we're gonna start with the light stuff because there's some stuff that gets deep, some stuff that's light. So let's go in light. Did
Okay.
you watch the Summer House bonus episode?
No.
It was such a nothing burger. So we have like West and Kyle are together, Amanda and Lindsay are together, Miha and Ciara are together, and like the show is like split up, or the episode's split up into like thirds. So like you see all of the first conversation, move on to the next, move on to the next. And I don't regret watching it, right? Like I don't, I'm like, although not that like it's a waste of time, but like it showed us really who West is, because with his like even more with his sit down with Kyle, Kyle was like, have you like do you love Amanda? And he's like, I said it to her that night when I was leaving your room. Remember when West went into Amanda's room after Kyle said F you
Hmm.
during the show?
When I saw that, I'm like,
He
that's
goes,
like you.
I said I love you to her when when I was leaving that room. And he's like, so you had like feelings for her like this in the summer? And he's like, but what are you saying? Like, are you in love with her or like you love her? Because I was on Watch What Happens Live with Lindsay, and I'm like, I love you, Lindsay. Lindsay's like a sister with me. I'm not in love with her.
Exactly.
The West was trying to paint
Backpedal.
a narrative that he was this type of guy. And Kyle's like, no, 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 no. Like, I am pulling teeth because I want clarity. What are you talking about? And then he's like, so, like, as a friend, or he's like, I have love for Amanda. And he's like, are you in
Oh my
love with her? Have
God.
you said, I love you? Have you said it? And he's like, well, I haven't said it yet, but we've been having conversations with, he's like, just like shifty and he won't look at him in the eyes. It was
My
so
God.
weird. And so the whole base of that is that he hasn't said I love you to Amanda, but they have conversations about like their relationship long term. But he was trying to make it seem like he already said I love you. You know what I mean? Like he was trying to make it one way. He's like producing himself. And Kyle's like, no, like, dude, what are you
Missing
doing here? Like,
himself.
let's get down to the business because this
Yeah.
is craziness. Um,
Yeah.
and then I don't think anything. Oh, and another kind of major thing with Kyle and West, he was saying, like, you were at the reunion, you were trying to make it seem like you did not have an exclusive relationship with Miha and that you did not give her that impression. And then West is like, when he's sitting with Kyle, yeah, like you know what, I did give her that impression. I did give her the impression that we were exclusive, but I was not basically taking it that way. So then Kyle's trying to like get him to admit all of the things that he was like kind of lying about at the reunion. Um,
Mm.
and then really nothing else crazy happens with that. Um, Lindsay and Amanda have a conversation, and Amanda, first off, is wearing flesh-colored leggings, which is just diabolical. Like,
Criminal. That's
yeah, like
criminal.
throw them out, throw them out. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
they never look good. They ain't never gonna look good. They're just insane. So
Yeah.
she goes to Lindsay's house, and they're having a conversation. Lindsay is getting more answers out of her, but she's like, why weren't you saying this stuff at the reunion? Like, why were you not saying that West pursued you? Because West is going
Yeah.
around town saying you were obsessed with him. And then Amanda's like,
Yeah.
what? And then like she like pulls these receipts, but it's all from a group chat. And it's like West inviting people over to his place or inviting people out, but it's all in a group chat. Like it's not. It's not flirty if it's in a group chat. Like, hey, whoever wants to go, come over to my place to do watch this, this, and this. If there's people in a group chat, that's not the proof we wanted to see, Amanda, because that
That's
is not
nothing.
it's not damaging. Yeah, like that doesn't.
Yeah.
So then, um, Amanda's like, wait, he said I was obsessed with him, like he was pursuing me. Amanda's like, I feel dumb. Lindsay's like, you should, like, no offense, you
Mhm.
should feel dumb.
No
She's
offense.
like, you messed up so bad that like we
Uh-huh.
forgot how bad of a husband Kyle was to you. Um, and then Amanda's like, Lindsay was like, why didn't you say this at the reunion? And Amanda's like, I just don't remember a lot of the reunion. I just like disassociate really hard, like really bad when like people are yelling at me. An hour after that episode airs, it's an episode of In the City, and Amanda's screaming at Danielle on like a party bus. So like, oh, you're not gonna remember that too.
Oh, I watched that
You're
episode.
gonna be
I
disassociating so hard. Like
I
you don't
watched that episode.
remember anything because you were allegedly, in my opinion, you took something that maybe just made you not remember everything, or you just don't give a fuck. But you're blaming it on like disassociating. Like, what are you talking about?
I literally watched that and I was kind of like, whoa, like she is like
And you know what?
screaming.
Danielle and Amanda are like the same person. And that's why they like don't necessarily always get along. Like they are very similar.
Really?
Yeah, I totally believe it. Like, I don't think they can really be happy for other people. They're very judgmental. Like,
Hmm.
when everything's happening with Lindsay, Danielle was like always at the center of it, being like, "Are you
Hmm.
sure?" This and this, and just like not
Yep.
being
Yep.
supportive. Amanda
Yep.
kind of gives that energy, but I was just like, okay, disassociating queen. Like, let's just all use that because everybody knows buzzwords. So let's say a buzzword, and like you think that's gonna get you
Yes.
out of something.
I
Like,
will, sorry, I will say real quick, into In the City, I was actually impressed with Lindsay's ability to kind of forgive and forget and start fresh with Danielle. Not gonna lie, I was like,
yeah, yeah, I think that Lindsay has grown, right? Like
yeah, yeah,
she's
so
changed,
much.
she's grown. You know, she's probably
Yes.
like not only is this a coworker, but this is also somebody that I have had a long history with.
Yes.
So, and then present day, you know, they're still, you know, they actually are supporting each other when Danielle announced her pregnancy, like Lindsay's in the comments. So like
Yeah.
I do think it's genuine.
No, no, yeah, I don't think it wasn't genuine.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I was impressed with her ability to like forgive and forget. And yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, even like you saw, I think we posted on our stories, her and Carl, like there it goes, how they're friends again. Like I'm happy for them. I saw that post, like them
Yeah.
being on the podcast together. I
Yeah.
was like, that was nature is healing. Nature is healing.
Yeah, and I think it takes a lot of time when you have like this public falling out with a friend, and then you're like, what is their intentions, like with a relationship, all
Yeah.
this sort of stuff. So I think like it really was the natural progression, and like low key, I think Scamanda also just brought people back together because
It
everybody's
always
like, you
does.
know what I mean? Everybody's like, this is crazy. We don't even know how to react. So yeah, back to their conversation. Nothing really. Amanda admitted, like, she was like, I feel stupid. Lindsay's like, you should feel stupid. Like, a week later, she goes to Italy with West. Like, that conversation took place with Amanda and Lindsay, and then Amanda and West go to Italy like a week later. So,
Yeah, I have nothing else on
everything
Amanda. She's
Amanda said in that and however she
yeah.
felt was just a crock of shit.
Yes. I don't think she means anything she says. Like I don't
Well,
think
the biggest thing that she like admitted was she really was in this for male validation. Like she's like, I just needed somebody to
no,
validate. No, but she
really?
actually said it. Like
Okay.
because Lindsay goes, Ciara has been there for you. We have been there for you. And she's like, I just wanted it from a man. Like, but she was okay, then say that at the reunion. Like, say
Yeah.
that to, like, but she, like, again, was kind of like pulling things out of her. She's like, this doesn't make any sense. Like, Ciara was your best friend. She was there for you. Like,
Yeah.
what are you talking about? And then she's like, I just needed that like she doesn't care who she's getting it from if it's not a man. And I think for her to actually say that and like put it on the record. It's just like, girl, we all knew that, but like now you're hearing yourself say that. And now you're still doing, like, you have said it. Like, you're not just thinking it inside, you've said it out loud. Your
Yeah.
ears hear it. And now you're
Yeah.
still going to do whatever because the source of it is always about the man. And like, you don't care about your friends. And if
Yeah.
there's an opportunity to like jump ship and, get attention from a guy or whatever. We talked about this a while ago, but like when Hannah brought like Luke was around with Hannah was
Oh,
getting attention from Luke. Amanda literally goes into the
yeah.
kitchen. She's like smashing like beer cans and shit. Like, I think we talked
Yeah.
about this when Scamanda first happened. Like, so
Yeah.
she
You
just
mean
is embarrassing.
uh Commissioner State whoever Luke. Who was he going for in in politics?
Congress, I think.
Congressman Luke.
Oh my goodness, that's also craziness. But I don't know what his policies are, but if they're good, then I guess we can talk about that. So then we have Miha and Ciara.
Yes.
I feel like Miha is a little bit shady boots. I
Yes,
feel
because she was
like
still talking to Wes.
you saw, yeah. So Miha reveals to Ciara that while like she was like, yeah, our me and Wes conversations were mostly on the phone because of her, meaning Amanda, and I'm sure because like Wes didn't want to have like text receipts in his phone, and she's like, we were on the phone the other day for 6 hours. If a man publicly humiliates you, cheats on you, has this whole big scandal, what are you doing? And then I'm like, I feel like she's just trying to leech off of Ciara's energy. I get a bad vibe. I feel like she just wants to get on Summer House. She was like way too DTM, doing too much. I
Oh, I was
just
like,
not happy about it. And then she's like,
yeah.
it's such a slap in the face to me to like for him to be going to Italy with her. And I'm like, baby girl, peace and love. We don't know you. We care
What?
about Ciara. Like, I know you were dating him, yes,
Yeah.
but we don't really know you like that. So, like, does it suck for you?
Exactly.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. And obviously, Ciara agreed to do the sit down with her and like whatnot. But like, I kind of would have rathered us seeing Ciara talk to maybe even Kyle, like, and just talking about both of their experiences as like
Hmm.
these were our best friends, like Amanda,
Hmm.
Ciara, Kyle, Wes. Like,
Hmm.
I was like, ooh, this is gonna be tea, but then it just really made her like, I got energy of like, ooh, I gotta look at this sideways a little bit.
Yeah, what do you I'm sorry, but like what could Wes how could he even communicate for 6 hours? Oh, I don't
I
know.
don't, yeah, like
Like
what
it
was the
was he
content
was
of the conversation and why 6 hours? Is that being hyperbolic? Was it a couple of hours? Oh, it was like 6 hours, like, or is that like straight up I'm looking at my phone and it's
yeah.
6 hours?
I me no no.
What do you
And
talk
I
like? What do you talk
yeah.
about? But most importantly, what does he talk about? Like, what? He's not articulate
That's
enough. Yeah, that's
that's
crazy.
what I'm saying.
No,
Like
no, yeah, I get it. Oh, I get it.
how
I
could
get
he
it.
produce a conversation or maintain an adequate, thorough conversation?
Maybe it's her doing a lot of the talking, which I also wish we kind of got like I wish you would have been like, yeah, we were talking about XYZ. You don't necessarily go into the details, but you're airing out your dirty
Yeah.
laundry anyways. So, like,
Yeah, might as well.
but yeah, I just felt like it was a real nothing burger overall. I didn't really get a good vibe from Miha. Lindsay's part did get cut out. Like, they did not air this, but she said to Amanda, like, you need to, I'm paraphrasing, but like, you need
Yeah.
to think about and reevaluate like what you're doing with your life. Cause like, I do not have room for people in my life that basically act like this and that are irresponsible and like paraphrasing. But
Yep.
that would have, why would you cut that out?
I
That is
was gonna
very
say
powerful.
that is so powerful for so many younger women who,
Hmm.
and I say this as someone who also chased male validation, or not even chased, but like was very part. Like I think we all go through that as women. We have a
Hmm.
part of us where we're like, we want that, especially like in high school.
Hmm.
But to hear a woman who is successful and stands up for herself, a single mom, like being being I don't want to say strict, but being like having standards for friends. Like I don't keep friends around that do this.
Telling
Like
her the shit that nobody is telling Amanda.
yeah, I'm sure who is her only friend, Katie.
Katie
She
DeLuca.
yeah, I don't even know like what's her story. But
Where has she
um
been? I don't know.
yeah, I don't think they're, and that's what happens when you have a lot of, but she didn't, which is also interesting is that like I think when girls have a lot of friends that are like yes men around them and that also don't that have maybe the same standards that you have or drinking, partying, whatever, and just like and whatever you love him, that's probably how Katie's mindset is because, she like
Well, I
allowed.
think you're also getting like your Amanda, her and Amanda have been friends, I think she said that since like third grade. You have seen her entire relationship with Kyle. You probably are not really loving Kyle all that much because you see what she goes through and you get her experience, right? Like that's her
Yeah.
best friend. You're getting that experience. So she probably was like, fuck him. Like, fuck him. Do what you want. This is about you. You know what I mean?
That's true, yeah. But I mean, I have friends that have made decisions and I'm like, what are you doing?
Well, I think a really good friendship does do that, where it's like, whoa, whoa, are you
Yes.
thinking about this? Versus
Yes.
sometimes when you've known somebody for so long, maybe you don't say that, or you think totally like them. So then you have people being like, yeah,
Yes.
do that. And you have these like hype people. And it's like, no, no,
Yes.
don't hype this behavior up. That's craziness.
Yeah. 100 million%. I do it, but I've said to Sam before when he was talking about something, and I was like, "What are you doing? What are you
Because
doing?"
you gotta have friends that are not afraid to call you out because that's not a call out like you're fucking stupid. What are you doing? But it's like, whoa, just pause. Like,
Yeah.
what are we
Yeah.
doing? Because
Yes.
like I see you, I know you. Why are we making these decisions? Or why are we,
Yeah.
like it's just like that's having like, and not every friend is going to be like that.
No,
And
no,
you
I
don't
definitely
need all of these people,
no,
but you need at
no.
least one. One, at least one.
You had definitely done that to me in different levels, usually when it comes to work and like working too much. Like you're like, you said you want this,
Oh yeah.
having a night, having time to relax, but you keep working. Bitch,
Right.
stop. Like you have
Right.
done that. And I'm
Like
like,
going back to like the toxic ex and you're like, I don't know why this doesn't keep working out. And it's like, well, you keep going back to him. Like she literally was like, I want to be done at like 6. And then it's like, I don't know what time the next day you're like, oh, I didn't like stop working until like 8:30. And I was like, and whose fault is that? Like, what are we doing?
yeah,
I was like,
yeah,
set a timer,
yeah,
then set
yeah,
another timer and cut it off and
yeah,
respect your boundaries. And you say you
yeah,
want this, so you got to do this. And if you
yeah.
don't do this, you're telling yourself that you don't matter. And when we do that, and I'm going on like I'm like, you
You no,
matter.
you are so right because there is this weird side tangent here. There is this weird thing. You when you said this, I was like brain chemistry forever altered.
And
Like
oh,
how, yeah, oh, Brittany Broski. What does her she always do? Like, "Mm, okay. What did she always say? What did she do? Just that uptick of
it's like a
voice.
up to, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, oh, like whenever that guy at the gym told me he's married, and I was like, oh, uh-huh. And he's like, and I have 2 kids. I was like, oh, you had a whole ass family.
All right. Nice seeing you.
That was oh, that was such a funny moment in my life. Like I that forever, any man in armed forces that ever wants to date me, automatic no. He
Yeah, no,
sealed the deal. Whole ass
yeah,
family.
no.
Anyway, another side tangent. So back to what I was saying, you said to me like you are basically telling yourself your time is not important, your boundaries are not important. And then I was like thinking about how many times where I can get so accommodating with men. So many times with eBay man, I let my boundaries get crossed. Not just like in a like a sexual way, but like at all, but like more in a way of my time, my energy, what I was willing to put up with because I was trying to be accommodating. And I was like, oh, like this is something I struggle with. And I didn't realize it until you said that. And I was like, God damn, she's right. Like boundaries. So like on my phone every night I have finish last task 6:45, 7 done. Eventually it's going to be, higher up earlier and earlier in the day. But that's something I notice, like boundaries, boundaries, boundaries. And you know what? I notice my dad struggles with this too, with work, because he
Yeah.
enjoys it. I'm like, bitch,
Yeah.
it's genetic.
Yeah. No, that shit is like passed down. So you need those people and like having Lindsay's conversation cut just brings up the conversation of like, why is Bravo trying so hard to protect Amanda? Like, they
Mhm.
really like, do they really want her long term on in the city? Like, what is the plan with her? Because why would you cut that conversation? That makes
I
no
know.
sense. That is such an important part of the conversation where the viewers are going to be like, and Lindsay gagged her. Yep, Lindsay gagged her. We're
Wait,
going to be tweeting about it. We're going to be talking about it.
where did they cut it? They cut it from the main episode, or they cut it
So
and Lindsay
no, no,
brought it
in the
up?
the bonus episode, like
But
Lindsay
how do we know
basically
about it?
because Lindsay tweeted about it. She was like, "This
Ah,
part was
gotcha.
not mentioned. I don't know why they cut it out." Like she's going to bring it up because that's crazy. Why would you cut that out? Like this is what we want to frickin' see.
Yeah.
But it's protecting Amanda. So, um
I don't know why. Yeah, go on.
it's so Andy is not a producer on Summer House. So everybody's always
Right.
like, Andy, 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 do this. He's not a fucking producer on Summer House. He hosts the reunions. He's not a producer on every single Bravo show. So like don't mention him in the comments. He is not in control of this.
Hmm.
But obviously somebody at Summer House production really do be like trying to protect Amanda.
There's no point. Anyway, next.
So I am so obsessed with Barbara Palvin Sprouse and Dylan Sprouse's like pregnancy and just like her how she announced the baby and they were at the I'm gonna show you here they were at the World Cup game one of
Oh,
them and like they
beautiful.
are just so chic and
They
cute
are
and
so
like
chic. I gotta look it up for
I am
myself.
just obsessed with them. I just really think that they are so wholesome and
Let's
like
see.
months ago before they had announced
Barb.
her pregnancy
What's her
um
last name?
Palvin Sprouse um
What is look up
their
Sprouse?
home was like being burglarized and Dylan like
Oh, I
out
saw.
he apprehended the the uh the breaker inner suspect whatever you
Oh,
call it.
damn. His profile picture is hot.
He is so I love he's so handsome. And they're like
Oh,
so like he apprehended the person like he I think I don't know what he did until the police came and whatever. And it's like little did we know like he like we were just thought he was protecting Barbara. He is protecting that baby that we didn't know about. Like oh my God. And like they're such nerds together like they watch anime and they play video games and they're just
love
perfect
it.
for each other. And I love them. And they're both so beautiful. So it's like we love a beautiful nerd. So just shout out to the Sprouses and just continue enjoying your life. And we love you guys. That's literally just it. That is your This Week
Oh,
in Pop.
she's like ethereal. So
She's so
pretty.
beautiful. He is so beautiful as well. Like that child is going to be beautiful.
No, she is stupid beautiful. Like, that's like, I don't mean, that's just like crazy.
Yeah.
So pretty. Ugh, so pretty.
So then we have some RHONY news. So Real Housewives of New York is bringing back up. They're filming right now. They are going to be coming back. We had the original RHONY and then it paused for a year and then we brought back a new cast and it didn't do so great, but now we're bringing it back with the same new cast plus a couple of people. So
Okay.
we have one woman named Sai, and she is one of the newer ladies. Like she was brought into the reboot. And then we have not a complete OG, but Carole Radziwill was on the original Real Housewives of New York. So we got for conversation's sake an OG and a newbie housewives. Well, what's her last name? Sai De Silva, excuse me. Sai De Silva, RHONY, Jesus Christ, I can't speak. Okay. RHONY, Carole Radziwill co-star Sai drags her on camera for being in the Epstein files. So Carole Radziwill is in the Epstein files. She is very liberal and like was always very outspoken politically. And so I'm going to read the statement, but Sai posts on her Instagram story just out here asking the questions everybody wants to know. So she brings this up, I believe, on camera. Like,
Uh-huh.
asking Carole, why the hell are you in the Epstein files?
Uh-huh.
Crazy. So the caption reads, Carole Radziwill found herself at odds with Cy De Silva while filming the upcoming season of RHONY. It all stemmed from Cy bringing up Carole's name appearing in the Epstein files, TMZ has learned. Sources connected to production tell TMZ that Cy made a point of raising questions about Carole's inclusions in the infamous files, as well as her past connections with Epstein's associate, Ghislaine Maxwell. Ghislaine Maxwell. So I believe there is a picture of Carole Radziwill with Ghislaine Maxwell. If I can find the picture, I will put it up. That might be alleged. We'll put that out there.
But who is
Um,
that?
Ghislaine, do you not know anything about Jeffrey Epstein?
No.
Oh, what?
I mean, sure, but not really.
You
Like,
don't know
yes.
anything about his
Oh,
crime?
okay, no. I know that, but I don't know who Ghislaine is.
His like you don't girl, you got to be educated on this. This is craziness. This is craziness. Like he had this private creepy island that
Yeah, I
he
know that.
okay, so she was like kind of
Oh, okay,
the
yes.
lure in her because she's a
Yes,
woman
yes,
allegedly.
yes. And she went to jail. She wasn't killed, was she?
No, he allegedly himself,
Yes,
but who knows
yes,
what actually
yeah.
happened. Okay, so give yourself more credit that you actually know things. You're out here making yourself seem like you live under a rock. You know
Well,
things.
I do, but I don't know. I'm terrible at names. You
So you
know
need
that.
pictures. Okay, next time, you know what I should do next time? Make a slideshow for This
Slideshow.
Week in Pop. That is,
Yes.
viewers, do you want to see that? Because that it's a little extra work, but I feel like that could be very cool and interesting.
I think so too.
Let us know. Okay. So, Carole previously addressed her ties to Ghislaine Maxwell in a March interview with the New York Times, saying, imagine knowing someone, then they turned out to be like a monster. So, from that, we're under the impression that Carole didn't know what Ghislaine was doing, and she just turned out to be this person, which that seems a little crazy. How do you not know how someone really is? But
Right.
who knows? Who knows? According to TMZ sources, tensions between Cy and Carole continued throughout the season after Cy confronted her about the Epstein files. TMZ was told Cy felt compelled to speak up because she is a mother and has children of her own. I love Cy. I think that if somebody didn't bring that up, that would be craziness because
Hmm.
Carole left Real Housewives of New York before the Epstein files broke. And like,
Hmm.
you know what I mean? So like, how
Hmm.
could you not bring that up? Like
Yeah.
you it has to be brought up so you at least have for Carole to at least have the capacity to talk about it, but we're also not just going to sit here and like pretend like we don't know that your name is in the files. Freaking crazy. So I am really sad to see how much of that is actually on camera and like what did they cut out and you know what I mean? And if they cut a lot out, I do believe that Cy will be like tweeting about it or writing about
Yeah.
it on Instagram. You know what I mean? Because like she's already
Yeah.
out here
Yeah.
saying that sort of stuff. Um, okay, going back. Well, that was a bit dark. Another dark one. So, did you ever watch
Mm.
John and Kate plus eight?
Yes.
Okay, so then Kate, after John and her got divorced, Kate had her own spinoff, Kate plus eight.
Yes.
Okay, so they have obviously eight children. One of the children from the sextuplet, so they had twins and then a sextuplet. His name is Collin, but he was like sent away because she like couldn't care for him and he needed things that she could not provide and basically casting him away for health reasons for things that he needed like making him seem like he was this kind of just this child that like couldn't be in the home like really painting this quite crazy picture and like his siblings have spoken out like some of his siblings like I believe her name is Hannah she has spoken about it like she is like we didn't know where my brother was like this was so crazy
Hmm.
she now is like it's kind of like John the dad Colin Hannah maybe another sibling I can't remember and then like Kate
Hmm.
is kind of like on like has the other kids on her side. And I don't
Hmm.
blame the kids because like they're just kind of brainwashed into Kate saying whatever was happening, you know what I mean? But Colin is
Hmm.
coming out and writing a book. I believe he's 18. He's very young, but he's coming out and writing a book. Colin Gosselin's memoir alleges that he was kept in a basement cell and more childhood bombshells. The book is about truth, survival, resilience, and finding my voice after years of being silenced. So she really, and I believe she talks about it on Kate Plus Eight. Like Collin was, Collin is away because I can't care for him right now. All of these sorts of things, and people have a lot of different speculations. Like, did Collin just remind her so much of John that, like, her ex-husband, like, what
She
was
was
actually good?
insane.
She was
Like she,
horribly mean to John would be like, and again, as we're watching this, you never know what goes on behind closed doors. Maybe it was a bit. So like when I was a kid watching it, I was like, oh my God, she's crazy. She's got that Karen haircut. But then as an adult, you look back and she's like, you're breathing so heavy. Have you ever seen that scene? And it's like, Kate, you're calm the fuck down. And like,
no.
just she was so stressed out all the fucking time. She was just like, I'm like, what are you doing? Like,
Were the sextuplets natural or is it,
no, 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 no. IVF. I don't
was it,
think
is
you
it,
can naturally, I don't think you can get pregnant without IVF. And like the reason why, so with some cases with IVF, if you are having trouble getting pregnant, they'll implant two embryos or, whatever. Like they might implant
why
more
did they
because,
put like six?
so who knows? Maybe she just kept miscarrying pregnancies. I don't know. But normally with
Um,
IVF, if you have trouble carrying,
uh-huh.
they will implant more than one so that you have more of a chance.
So that's how they end up with six.
Yeah, I don't know. I would have to go back, but like they used to talk about it like in the kind of the intro or like the first season, but um as much as I would like to go back to like analyze the show and rewatch it, I will not give her any of that money.
Does she get all the money?
No, but just rewatching, like it, the
Yeah.
money is going, and I can't support that. But it's just really devastating. And I definitely will be reading that book, and I will be recapping it on my recaps with Allie Page.
Hmm.
But it's just so devastating because John, his father, had to fight like tooth and nail to find out where he was being held to get
Oh,
him free, and like that messes a person up. And so like now
yeah.
I believe it's like him, John, and like his sister, who's also a sextuplet, Hannah. And he speaks about it, but like writing this book, I feel like was probably really cathartic for him and just like,
Good word.
it was probably a form of therapy. I'm sure he's been in therapy and like, and then
Yeah.
just like seeing your mom online talking about things probably would just like make you
It would be
triggered
hard.
all the damn time. And like, then having your siblings not believe you because they're being brainwashed so hard. It's just like it's so bad. And I'm sure, honestly, this
Hmm.
happens probably with a lot of families that just don't have like a platform, right?
Hmm.
So more to come on that. And then in lighter news, we'll go back to lighter news. Ciara is now a cover girl. She's booked here, there, everywhere. She is that easy breezy, beautiful cover girl. She looks so cute. I am just
Oh,
obsessed with her. She is just really doing the most and she is good at it. And I love that for her. And then we also have
oh,
there's
beautiful.
the new show Elle is coming out and it's like sort of a what is it called? Like a prequel to Legally Blonde, I believe.
Oh,
Which is fun, and I will definitely be watching that because I love Legally Blonde. So we're gonna keep an eye out for that. And then one last this weekend pop, which a little bit more sad, but hopefully we can send good energy her way. Danielle Olivera, so in the city, summer house. She ended up her boyfriend, fiance, I think it was, whatever he is, ended up posting on Instagram that their son was born 10 weeks early and he'll be spending like 2 to 3 months in the NICU, which is just really hard and devastating. And I think that, like, send love to Danielle. It is so, like, I just, motherhood journey itself is just like, just so much shit that just like goes here, there, everywhere, and you're like, oh my God,
hmm,
is this like real life that I'm experiencing? But I
hmm,
would imagine that all of the in the city people are supporting her. There's real genuine friendships, other friends
hmm.
and family, and just like It's hard because she's probably like, this is not necessarily the birth announcement that I would have wanted, and now having to like have my baby be away from me for like the next 2 to 3 months. That's really
That's
hard. So
yeah.
prayers, if you are religious, pray for Danielle. If you go off vibes, then send your good vibes. But hopefully, hopefully though it'll be a 2 month and baby will get
Hmm.
home and be healthy. But that is always like it's sad because I like saw the it came up on my feed and I was like, oh, she was far enough along, but I was like, this is early. And then I like read through the swipe. And so
Hmm.
that's hard. That's hard.
Hmm.
Especially when like you have other like people on in the city are just like announcing their pregnancies. You're probably like, oh, like now I'm just
Yeah.
stressed and it's all hard. So yeah, I just feel bad and hopefully Danielle's okay. Hopefully it's all okay. I feel like everything is just fucking hard. Everything around like getting pregnant, childbirth, everything is fucking hard and
Yeah.
none of it is fair, but we will be thinking about our Danielle and hopefully she wasn't too hurt by Amanda's crazy outbreak on in the city.
Yeah, that was wild. Amanda, you
I
need some
can't
help,
with her.
girlfriend.
We need to
She
get
needs
her
some
off
help.
of our screen. And then yeah, is there anything else wrap up? I know they already filmed the In the City reunion. So, which feels very
Wow.
early, but we will obviously be covering that, but if you guys have things you want us to cover, like if like predictions or like what you think is going to come out of the reunion, the only thing I feel like we're going to get a little bit more on is maybe Kyle and Amanda's relationship. And then Andy did say he was going to ask her about the beta blocker. He did say he was going to ask her that. So if we don't get that answered, I'm going to be pissed. I'm going to be pissed.
I mean, didn't Ciara put out some tweets about it? Or we talked about that already?
Well, yeah, yeah, but Andy was like, West only answered. He asked them,
Ah,
like, are you like, she
ah.
did not, she just was like this. So, and people are calling into Radio Andy, and he's like, no, I'm going to ask her. Like, I plan on asking
Cool.
her on In the City. It's on my note
Cool.
cards.
Cool.
Just because, like, we want full circle. Like,
Yeah.
are we getting over it? Maybe, sure. But
Yeah.
do I want you to admit it? Yes.
Yes. I
Just
need
admit it.
confirmation.
I
I
need
need confirmation.
confirmation. Give me a confirmation, a nod, a wink, something, something. But before we wrap up, is there any things that you wanted to hit on as far as this week in pop? Are you watching Love Island? What are we doing?
I just got up to date with In the City. Um, what else? I am watching Love Island. I think I'm behind on a few episodes. My
It's kind
watching
of
time,
hard to stay up to date because it's like, does it come out like how many days a week?
I don't know. I just go onto my
Like
place where I
six
watch
days a week,
them.
I think, or
Yeah,
five.
it's a lot. There's just so much happening, like with when it comes to race, when it comes to dating interracially, not inter.
Weren't people kicked off before the season even started because they had racist
Yeah,
tweets?
yes, no, for
Yeah.
saying the N word, for like, just like, what are you doing? What are we doing? But
Clearly not freaking thinking. That's
no,
insane. And you know what? I do respect Love Island for even though like okay, we've announced the cast and like this was our plan, like they actually have I mean, I don't watch the show, so I don't really necessarily know, but like at least they have like values for like okay, even though we already announced this, like we don't really care. Like this person is
yeah,
not
yeah, they're
this person's
fine.
not going to be a reflection of us, and so get them gone,
Yes.
which
Yes.
appreciate that.
On the I didn't watch it after Sun, so I'm really behind. With
Oh, okay.
Sierra, Teffy, they always bring on whoever gets kicked off that week or
Oh,
that.
okay.
And so they brought on Gabe, was he kicked off? And Beatrice. And um Beatrice was, I don't think she was into, not, his name isn't Sincere, it's a different guy. He's a cop, which I was like, red flag, because like there are some weird things happening with him. Like he was moving around a lot, and people were like, that's odd. Like it was,
Oh, I think
yes.
the mayor of the whatever the city was working in was like pissed because
Oh,
like they like trained him and then he like went and did Love Island and I'm
uh,
like, are there only like is he the only cop in the city or like wherever
yeah.
you're living? I'm like,
Oh,
why are you calling him out by name? That seems like crazy.
literally. But
Okay.
so they ask her, like, I saw just like a clip of it, like, oh, why weren't you into him? So mind you, she's an Olympic athlete. So she went to the Olympics for the
Oh shit.
Paralympics for track. So she's an
Okay.
Olympic athlete. She goes, I didn't beat teen pregnancy to become a stepmom.
I'm obsessed with that. That should be your new line. That is your new line.
That is my new line. I didn't beat teen
That
pregnancy to become a
is
step. They were
That's iconic.
dying. I
That's
need
iconic.
to watch
Like
that.
you
Yep.
need that like I could see it being on like a baby tee and like a cute font or something. You know what I mean? Like she needs to make merch on that right now.
Yes.
That's
I don't
really
know.
funny.
I don't know how you would shorten it, because like obviously shorter the better for like
No, I
things.
like it. I like it. Like sometimes you just like it's like simple, like a two little liner and like a baby tee. Like I would wear the
And
fuck
baby,
out of that is funny.
yes.
Okay.
That I fucking died. So I need to like catch up with it.
Yeah.
I definitely will be, but yeah.
That's so
I
funny. Oh my
have
God.
been on what is it with God, we get so many freaking annoying podcast emails.
I
Go
know.
away. Go
I know.
away.
I think
SEO people, I don't care.
yeah. Allie and Maddie, is this you? What do you mean? They so okay, weirdo? Like, no, it's not me. I'm not answering. Like, fuck off. I hate
Yeah.
it.
So yeah, those are my like little updates. Not many updates, if anything, other than that was fucking hilarious and I died and laughed, all the above.
That is really
Um,
funny.
but yeah, I'll be catching up in there. I'm gonna start, excuse me, bubble in the throat. I'm gonna start watching the $1 Million Nannies. I think that's
Oh,
the name.
yeah, yeah, yes.
I'm
We have
excited to
things.
watch.
We
I,
have things to talk about behind the scenes.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
did you see that conversation I
I
was
did.
having?
Yeah, no,
You're like,
because
ooh.
so we're both in, we obviously, I don't know if you guys know this, but we have like we share the same like podcast,
It's
Instagram,
yeah.
TikTok, etc. So like if one of us is having a conversation in there, the other will see it. And I just kept reading the responses coming through, but I was only reading one side of a conversation because I didn't want to go in and like open things up and then you miss a message because you were having so I
Oh,
kept seeing this other person responding. And so I'm like,
gotcha.
I'll go in and read when the conversation's over. But I was dying. I was like, oh, oh. And then I was checking out the profile and I was like, we'll have things to talk about. Yes, we
I
will.
know. I
Oh,
that was like so we kind of got like cold DM'd by someone important, which
yeah.
was like really cool because they were interested in like what we do. And I was like, "Oh my God, like
I
all the
told you I found
things."
a penny the other day. Where do you think, like, that's where the penny luck went to?
The penny luck went there. Yes. But
Yes.
yeah.
All
But
right.
yeah, that is all. I have a fun week coming up. I was going to say let's talk about our intentions we want for July if you want to.
Okay. Okay. July intention. I am just going to continue to listen to my body
Oh,
and be productive because I think there are times where I can listen to my body and then be like feeling like I am still trying to do too much or maybe I'm not
uh,
not doing enough and then I get really into my
uh-huh.
head about it. But I always
Uh-huh.
say this to myself, if you need a day to like work from the bed, you are getting the same amount of things done as if you were working from your desk chair. There's just this like mental thing
Mhm.
around it where it's like, oh, we look lazy, we're perceived as lazy, or,
Mhm.
if you have extenuating circumstances, or if you have multiple streams of income where like time is split. Like we cannot do everything all at once. We have a schedule. I am
Yep.
writing out a new schedule and I'm
Love.
going to honor that. And I'm also just going to let my let my days like really just be what they're going to be, right? There might be harder days, easier days, and like at the end of the day, if the things are getting done that I have on my list, it does not matter if it's not conventional, right? Like it
Yeah.
gets done. We put a lot
Yeah.
of pressure, I think, on how we're perceived and the work that we're doing and how it's perceived.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's a big one for me. And it's gonna be challenging, but I am like I wrote it down on like my schedule, like listen to
Oh,
body. So I'm
I
gonna
need to
I'm gonna
write
journal
down.
about it like a little bit more, and then I'm just gonna keep it like taped up on my wall right here, um, so that I can just really be reminded.
I you're basically talking to me with that. That's something with women that have like ADHD or just struggle with like having a lot of things going on. I need to have reminders. I need to have
The
reminders.
visual cues, yeah, because if it's out of sight, it's out of mind. And you know what
Yep.
actually could be really good for you? I was talking about this with a client. Timers do not work well for her, but color cues work really well. So maybe
Ooh.
somehow you could find like if you went on like I don't know, opened up Google and were like a color timer. So like maybe you could find like a screen
Friends,
that turns purple
color,
after an hour or
timer.
something. Like maybe that because
I
then like
like that.
you're associating the color with a break or something like that. Maybe it could be more
Yeah.
helpful because you'll pause a timer. You'll just hit it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So doing
Yeah.
something like that.
I like that.
Or at like a kitchen timer. Something that like is not the same as your phone because you'll just hit that. But with the kitchen timer, it's like, no, okay, that's off. Like that is off. What am I gonna rewind it back up and just like tell myself, you know what I mean? Like it's
Yep.
different.
Yep.
Breaking up what you're doing could be helpful. Like trying something new.
Yeah, I think that's really yeah, I think that's helpful. At least he's told me something I needed to write down. I think I forgot to star it in Boxer and then it's like
Oh,
I know I'm hitting myself in the head for that. I forgot you could star. They've
yeah.
changed Boxer settings, so like the star button is not as easily as like
It's
you
not
can't
where like
say
it used to be.
yeah, so that like threw me for a loop.
Yeah.
Um but something I like two things like one like my friend said this to me is like dirty girl content is really in where it's just messy, you make it, you
Yep.
don't overthink it.
Yep.
Like my thing is like overthinking a lot, which leads me to take longer on things and try to like make it perfect. So that's part of it. I'm feeling really tired right now, even though I got a
Yeah.
lot of sleep.
You had a
So
busy weekend. You've had a
I
busy,
did
like,
cut
one
up.
night of sleep is not gonna, it doesn't
No,
totally fill your cup. So, like,
no.
remind yourself that. Yeah.
Yes. I think for me, I am practicing boundaries and listening to my body. And in keeping those, like, I need to write this down. Boundaries is one. That is the one. B for boundaries, people.
Be for boundaries.
Listening to my body and allowing myself to work on one presence. Work on one thing at a time. Just kind of go
Mm.
together. Like I'm
Yep.
here with you. My brain started to go away and I had to bring it back. Like I'm here with you. So
Mm-hmm.
boundaries, what did I say? Listen to body. BLP. Boundaries, listen to my body, and presence.
Present. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I like
Those are
that.
my three for the month.
I like that. Yeah. And I think when you allow yourself to because being present is listening to your body. Being present is being where your feet are. Like all of these things work together because, there's sometimes in my mind where I'm trying to do like three different things at once.
Yep.
And sometimes I will find that that's okay. Like if I'm uploading the podcast or it's downloading, okay, I can do something else. That I logic.
Yes.
But then there will be times where I'm like, oh, well, the captions are generating, so let me just go over here and do one thing real quick. And it's like, it's 30 seconds. Like take a breath.
I've done the same. However, I did have a video that was literally it was my divorce video. Like divorce is the best thing ever happened to me. I tried so many times and I'm like, okay, I have to go shower. I'm just gonna let the captions generate while I'm in the shower.
Yeah.
And they generated and then have to worry
Well,
about
because
it.
sometimes it takes a while, but like most of the time, you don't need to
Yes.
fill that 30 a minute void with doing
No.
something like get a drink of water, just stretch for a minute. Like we are
Yeah.
conditioned to fill those moments when,
It's the squeezing, the
yeah,
wringing. I'm like,
yeah.
can we wring this 10
Like,
seconds?
bitch,
Like
ain't nothing productive really getting done. It's an illusion.
it literally it's capitalism.
Yeah. So we want to hear what your goals are, what your intentions are. You can submit them in the
Yes.
Hot Girl hotline because they're totally
Yes.
anonymous and we
Yes,
can
yes,
just
yes,
share
yes,
them. And if you
yes.
don't know how to make it happen, well, we'll talk about it. That's what we'll
We
frickin'
will
do
talk
here.
through the Hot Girl Hotline. You know what we
Yes.
really need to do? We need to do a Facebook Live and talk about like, oh, we're taking Hot Girl Hotline
We can
questions.
also do a YouTube live.
I've done one of those. It's not that fun because it's like I don't know if we couldn't do it like
You can't collab.
I've never tried. I've only done by myself.
We would have to investigate that because, guys, we do a lot of TikTok labs as well every Tuesday at around 5:45 EST. We have a lot of updates. We'll put them in the show notes. I'm gonna put them in the carousel on like on Instagram, on TikTok, so you can kind of see what we're doing, the updates we've got.
Yes.
But with all that being said, I am about to pee my pants, so we have to skedaddle. But
I have to be
before
too.
that, this episode comes out in just 2 days. So my Hot Mom Scholarship is still open. It is a 3-month scholarship I am giving away for one-on-one nutrition and fitness coaching for the postpartum moms who are overwhelmed and don't know where the fuck to start. They're like, I don't know how to fill up my own damn cup. I don't know how to lose these 5 pounds, 10 pounds, 20 pounds. We're doing it all. I'm picking the winner on June 30th, the last day of the month. So if you win, you will be notified July 1st. So get that application in, watch your email. It's gonna be, I am so for going through the applications. I am so excited. I'm like, I don't even know how I'm gonna pick. Like,
Oh, I know that is so the second time I did a scholarship, same
it's
thing.
hard,
It's
but
hard. It's a
it
hard
also is
life.
just like you applying and putting yourself out there shows you that you
Yeah.
are valuable. Like it is just an internal kind of like a internal like yes, I matter. I can do this because that's what a lot of moms struggle with. I don't have the time or oh, I shouldn't do this. And just you submitting that application, putting yourself out there, being vulnerable, mm, that's you starting. Like that is so valuable. So I'm going to put the link below to apply for the scholarship. You
Love.
got anything?
My scholarship's over for 2026. The Fresh Start Challenge already began, so you missed June. Go follow my health coaching page, and I'll have another Fresh Start happening in July. And if you're also in Pittsburgh or want to hear about divorce and dating, you can go to my other page and hear me chit chat about that and read some amazing comments I get from men, hate comments, which
Oh
are,
my God.
hey,
Shady boots.
you're paying the bills, bro. Have I made anything yet from divorce content? Well, from my talking about jazz events, yes. But the more haters, I don't mind. They're great.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey,
That's all
I
we
always
got.
say that. If it's engagement, it's working. I don't care what engagement it is, but thank you so much. So, with all that being said, if you feel so inclined to share this episode, do it. Send it to a friend, share it on your social media, like,
Mhm,
follow,
mhm,
subscribe, do
mhm,
all the things because
mhm.
in order for us to give you more content to come with weekly, or excuse me, 2 episodes a week, three, four,
Yes.
whatever the hell you are like your wildest dream is, we need you to
Yes.
get the message out. This
Yes.
is the hot girl PSA. Get the
Yeah,
message out.
and we have some riveting guests the end of the year. Like
Ooh, I'm
I fell off the
so
guest train for
excited.
a bit. I'm not gonna lie. Just it got busy around here, around these streets. We are back on it. Our June guest, Paulette, was amazing.
Incredible.
July, another hard hitter.
So
Like
incredible.
and then we're almost out. And then that's a wrap on 2026 guests. Like, where'd the time go? Where,
Yeah.
but we got to start getting the Spotify Wrapped ready. Remember, so we don't have like we
Oh my
got to start
God.
now. We literally just.
Me.
Well, I'm just saying, like, we should probably like start just like getting it. I've been updating that page, so you'll have all the notes.
Yeah.
Like, but that way it's not like end of the year and you're like,
Yeah.
this is taking for like keep it. We'll keep it
Yeah,
up to date.
it takes forever regardless because we're also gonna have to change the branding because Spotify rap changes every year.
Right, but at least we'll have the
The
info all
info.
there. You guys are
Yeah.
seeing how the sausage
Mm.
is made.
Yeah, I know, I know. I am tech support and I did not I don't know how I got signed up for this job. All I know how to do is turn something on and off. No, I'm pretty good with the tech shit, but
All right, I do have to pee, so
I know, me too. All
bye.
right. Bye guys.